Hello, everyone. This is how social media influences feminist activism. For this project, we are focusing on how social media creates awareness and encourages dialogue around issues affecting women. Systemic issues such as violence against women and gender-based discrimination are becoming common topics of discussion between women around the world due to the evolution of social media platforms. Each member of our group will choose a popular social media platform to study. Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, and TikTok will be included in this project. Although each member will focus on their chosen platform, we will work together to explain the effect of social media on feminist activism. 3 words that would describe this project would be informative, awareness, and media. Our current thesis is how social media influences young women to take part in feminist social activism. The questions we hope to answer together from this investigation would be, how do certain platforms' designs affect the type of feminist activism being talked about? Do certain platforms have a stronger influence on feminist thought or awareness? And does social media hurt or advance the idea of feminism and feminist activism in the modern era? So for my platform, I chose Instagram. So Instagram is often used as a platform to share pictures and videos of one's life. People use Instagram stories to show their support for current social issues, and people often share resources on their accounts. According to an article written about feminism being reshaped by social media, platforms like Instagram encourage solidarity and emphasize shared experiences. When it comes to feminism on Instagram, women are able to post relevant information about social movements or personal issues they are facing. As previously mentioned, Instagram is primarily used to share photos or videos, but people also show links or participate in hashtags that represent social issues they are supporting. Although women are still underrepresented in media, they are able to seek like-minded individuals out and connect with others through social platforms. So for my platform, I focused on 2 different studies. The first study is Stumbling Upon Feminism, Teenage Girls' Forays into Digital and School-Based Feminisms. This study is from 2014 and focuses on how female students from the United Kingdom use social media as a way to connect with other feminists. In the study, they state that intersectionality and inclusive feminism are easier to access and learn from social media, as women are able to connect with a diverse group of people. This study also focuses on how these students are using social media as a way to stay connected to each other regarding feminist social movements. Performing feminism every day is more accessible with social media. The study mentioned, however, that activism on social media platforms may just be performative. Reposting a peer's post about a current issue or sharing a hashtag in support of a woman does not truly make a difference. Social media provides easy ways for people to increase their social capital without actually participating in movements. Social media, however, can offer virtual safe spaces that expand the traditional feminist classroom enclave or safe space. The second study I focused on was feminist sex positive art on Instagram, reorienting the sexualizing gaze. This study focuses on how women use Instagram as a platform to share their art in an attempt to reclaim sexuality. Instagram has historically promoted the male gaze in the form of women being sexualized and idolized if they look conventionally attractive. Female artists are attempting to challenge the male gaze by using illustrations to celebrate and normalize depictions of diverse female bodies. These artists are joining other Instagram feminists in seeking to promote social justice by critiquing and intervening in a visual economy dominated by photographic representations where women and their bodies are traditionally commodified, traded, and exchanged. Instagram supports the reclaiming of female sexuality by allowing artists to make the female body visible, desexualizing the naked female body, diversifying feminine and sexual desirability norms, and centering female pleasure and enjoyment.
Hello everyone, my name is Natasha and I'm going to be talking about Twitter as my social media platform. So, like most social media apps, Twitter's format makes sharing concise thoughts and ideas incredibly easy. It has a very unique format because, unlike most social media apps, Twitter is mostly word-based, so you're going to get a lot more of people's thoughts and opinions than, say, just a photo with a smaller caption. And many people utilize this format to share their personal views, whether they're positive or negative. And Twitter has been known to intersect a lot with social activism and create a lot of debate about activism on both sides of the spectrum. The network of Twitter users has been incredibly instrumental in providing and sharing resources during the pandemic in 2020, and it also has been a key feature in aiding countries that have heavy censorship and aren't able to get their news accurately from their country. Twitter allows people to receive information from all around the world in an unfiltered way, and that can sometimes be a bad thing, but it has been incredibly useful for activism in particular. The key feature of Twitter is the ability to retweet, and this allows people to put others' ideas into their own feed. It's an incredibly useful feature, but it can be detrimental to the spread of information. This is because there's no fact checking. I know lots of apps have been working to reduce this, but when you're spreading especially social issues and stories about that revolve around social issues and feminism, there's always the chance that it can be a false narrative or it's not an article, it's not journalism, and you never know what you're going to get with social media. But on the other side of that, it's digestible feminist activism. It's people being able to read a small paragraph and be that much more in the know about whatever kind of feminist activity is going on. And then being able to retweet that allows the spread of information to go incredibly quickly and onto everyone else's radars as well. And celebrities are another key factor in this. With such a large platform, they kind of become role models in our activism as well. So Twitter, like any other social media app, has its downsides and its upsides. The advantages of Twitter, obviously the main one is that it's an incredibly quick spread of feminist ideas. The hashtags that started on Twitter, hashtag Me Too, hashtag Time's Up, all of those began on Twitter, and it gives people a voice to share those ideas and have them be known by the majority of people way faster than news on television or word of mouth or things like that. Overall, social media is beneficial for a quick spread of digestible feminist activism, but there are a lot of drawbacks when looking at the efficiency of social media as a wave of feminist practice as a whole. In October of 2022, Elon Musk finished acquiring Twitter after a lengthy battle of ownership over the app. And one of his first moves in November of this year was unbanning Donald Trump from the platform. This could be seen as a very harmful move towards women and members of the LGBT community and minorities in general because of Donald Trump's history, aside from his presidency, of undermining these people and making incredibly sexist comments towards women throughout his entire lifetime. And with someone like Elon Musk being the front man of Twitter, could lead to something incredibly dangerous and harmful towards people of this community. It's not told exactly where this is going to go in the future, but there are plenty of reasons to believe that censorship and more restrictions placed on what people can say on this platform are going to be put in place based on this acquisition. And that is something that either way, no matter what side of the spectrum, is going to be very harmful for discourse and discussion on social media platforms for the future.
Hi, my name is Mercedes, and I'll be speaking about Tumblr today. So first off, Tumblr is a social platform that is formatted much differently than other platforms. It's a microblogging site that is not formatted as a personal profile, meaning that many Tumblr accounts act anonymously. This format of Tumblr is crucial to how people act versus other social media platforms and the type of feminism they can grow. The anonymity that Tumblr provides its users allows them to feel more comfortable posting unapologetically without judgment. A lot of times when you're on your personal profile, people are nervous to speak how they want because of cancel culture and fear of losing, other things that are important to them, like their job or their friends. Tumblr was designed to deprioritize searchability, which allows its users another sense of freedom as well. My Tumblr account research was also in line with some of the research that other people had conducted, and that I also noticed that stronger passion for feminist issues due to the anonymous style that the platform creates. Secondly, Tumblr, the type of feminism that has been able to grow on Tumblr, has even had a coined term by researchers called Tumblr feminism. The privacy and freedom provided by the platform has offered a space for women to participate in a larger range of feminist politics. These radical forms of feminism that are being expressed is seen to be expressed by the Tumblr feminists, or is called the Tumblr feminism. And here I just included 2 images of some feminist activism posts on the platform. So one talking about the issues with women in Iran, as well as the abortion rights issues in the States. I have seen a lot of people post very passionately about both causes during my research, as well as post a lot of sources to help people either in Iran or women who are in states without abortion access. And then another thing I wanted to include about the site would be its nudity regulations. In 2018, they actually banned nudity on the site. And just recently, in the beginning of November, they brought it back. So mature sexual content is back on Tumblr. So these sexual subject matters and sexual themes will be allowed on the platform as long as users are sharing them using the appropriate community labels. So only people using the community labels will be able to see them. However, this is really important in regards to women and their bodies and how they are protected online. So we will have to see how this affects women. I feel like it could be negative, or also could not be, considering that they have stated that they're putting a lot more regulations in play than what they did before.
Hello, my name is Rose, and I'll go ahead and be talking about TikTok and how feminist activism is being seen through this social media platform. So TikTok is this significant social media platform in which it allows users to advocate for causes in which they believe in. So TikTok can consist of videos related to any music, comedy, or any sort of TikTok challenge. It could also even be used to educate people. So if anyone likes to go ahead and do a video, it consists of a short clip in which you have the option to go ahead and let everyone watch your video, go public, or you can only have your followers view your video. So many users use this video to share on platform to express themselves and share their life in unique ways. Just by liking one of the videos, you'll start noticing on your For You page that you'll keep getting related content. So that's what your For You page would consist of. So when exploring this, when doing this project, I came across this hashtag called hashtag 97%, in which it states that 97% of the women have been subjected to any sort of level of sexual harassment, whereas only 3% of the women have never experienced any behaviors related to any sexual harassment. This study was done in the UK, but majority of the videos that I kept coming across, and whenever like I would read through like the comments, some of them were saying, that they were here in the US. So I could go with that majority of the information that I gathered was here from the US. So this app itself, so TikTok created this community, of feminism, and it brought a lot of people together to explore this issue, this feminist issue. Within this app, a lot of people were able to uplift others. They were able to share their part of their story, and either be some sort of inspiration to others, and motivate to talk on their behalf, the situation that did occur to them. So this app has been used in a positive way, as to also in a negative way, where it can be seen as some other thing that I did notice was like toxic masculinity, where they would go ahead and just, some of the videos would be like, oh, but if you weren't wearing this, maybe this would have never happened to you. But it was interesting to go ahead and see people's different point of view in this aspect. But also, I really found it super interesting how, within this app, it made people feel comfortable in order to express themselves and bring and educate people, bring awareness that there are things, outside the world, outside their cities, where, things like this are happening to, women, or, and it's TikTok has really brought my attention, and has built some sort of community. So this is few of information that I've gathered. Thank you for watching.
So overall, after conducting our experiment on all four of our platforms, we concluded that social media opens the doors to advance exposure to feminist activism in this modern era. The global communication the platforms provide allow for important information and resources to be shared to help uplift feminist movements and help women in need.